What makes someone want to spend a night in the wilderness inside a van like we did? Last time we saw you guys was at Peyto Lake, the lake we consider more beautiful than Lake Louise. And from there we drove for about 44 minutes.
Okay, so we found a fuel station kind of in the middle of the Icefields Parkway. The price, look at the price. Da-da-da. Per litre, 87 is $2.24. That is about 60 cents more than in Banff.
And we arrived at Preacher's Point, which is a primitive camping right outside Banff National Park, and we stayed right in front of the river that falls into Moses Lake. It is bare country and there is nothing here. Water, electricity. You do have some food lock boxes and pit toilets. The beauty of this place is what really made us love staying here, plus you hardly have any other people staying, at least when we came. It was before the weekend.
In the mountains.
Everything you wished for, hey? We have a new neighbor. I wonder if a lot of these guys staying here, there are a lot, but you can't see them right now. They're all scattered across. I wonder if they're going to Alaska.
Very possible that a bunch of these people are traveling towards Alaska.
Let me introduce ourselves. We are Steve and Az, and we travel full-time in our self-converted camper van. So come on with us. So we met a guy traveling through, and he told us that the road to Jasper is open, but you cannot stop there, it's just to drive through, but there are no services.
He thought the Icefield Parkway might be closed still, so we'll have to check, huh?
When we came to Alberta, we had in mind to visit Jasper, one of the most beautiful towns in Canada, as well as Jasper National Park, also one of the most famous in the country. But unfortunately, Jasper was closed due to a wildfire. On July 22nd of 2024, at 7 p.m., Parks Canada reported a wildfire northeast of the town of Jasper. Shortly thereafter, a second wildfire was reported south of the town. At 8:35 p.m., the municipality of Jasper and Jasper National Park issued precautionary evacuation alerts. Unfortunately, the alert ceased to be precautionary when sirens were heard, and an estimated 25,000 people evacuated the town of Jasper and Jasper National Park. 30% of the buildings in town were burned, including entire neighborhoods. A Parks Canada official explained that the wildfire was the largest recorded by the park in the past 100 years. Strong winds fanned the fires onto the outskirts of Jasper for a few kilometers from the town. Roads leading into the town were also closed, including part of the famous Icefields Parkway. Although we knew about the fire, we still wanted to visit Jasper, so we waited around, hoping for a possibility to drive through Jasper and maybe even get to visit Jasper National Park.
The river's a little murky, actually. Yeah, by the edge, but then in the middle there, it's quite fast flowing. Blue sky in the morning, peaks of the mountains in the distance. So lovely to be in nature.
Lovely. We'll drop the location of this place in the description. Just be aware that there is no cell coverage here. If you have any type of mobile internet, make sure it can work in the middle of nowhere.
It's like a sunrise warming us up, and spending all your time lifting me up. All of the things I've been worrying seem to be disappearing now, reminding me what days should be made.
So Steven is moving the van to the shade because we don't know if it's gonna get hotter here or not. Right now we are not connected to the internet, so it's hard to check the weather. Last night I made some soup. This morning we are gonna eat the soup, but I'm gonna add some eggs inside. If you never tried adding eggs to your soup, you should try. It's really good.
It's like a sunrise. sunshine, betting on a good time. I've been chasing butterflies all afternoon. Night drives, cruising on the highlights, spending all of my time kicking with you, honey, with you.
So here we are in Casada.
Basically, our jack lead was running really low. We had to find a place to charge it, so we came here.
There we go.
Basically, we run everything out of this one jack rig. We run the fridge, the 12-volt fridge, the computers, the lights, everything. So if this thing is dead, nobody's happy napping. Last time we saw you guys was near Abraham Lake at Preacher's Point. That beautiful place in the middle of nowhere. So after that, we went to Rocky Mountain House. We spent a few days there, and then we came to Red Deer because there were some things we had to do here, like Costco, for example. But the funny thing is, when we went to Rocky Mountain House, we arrived there quite late, and we tried to go to No Frills, but No Frills was closing and they were not letting anyone in. And as soon as I get to the van, this stranger comes in a truck. I think his daughter was in the truck with him, a little kid. He looks at us very sternly and he says, "Sobe is open for another hour. If you want to get there, just follow me because I'm going there now." It was 9 p.m. Steven and I look at each other, almost saying, okay, should we follow this stranger we never saw in our lives? At night, there's just nothing that could go wrong here. Okay, let's follow him. And I said to Steven, if he starts to drive, you know, to a very desolate area, let's just turn around and go back to the city. But yeah, he led us to Sobeys. Never been to Sobeys before. I think it's an Alberta thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. They had quite a few things. A bit expensive though. A few days later, we came to Red Deer. And right now, we are at Home Depot parking lot because we had to do some improvements to our water tank. Steven went back to Home Depot to get some extra fittings that he needs. I stayed here watching the tools. The tools are right here. Also, I'm entering some receipts to our Google spreadsheet. It's a good way to keep track of the expenses. There is a misconception that if you live in a van or in your RV, you're not going to be spending much money. Actually, you do spend a lot of money, especially if you don't find a place for the night and all you're left with are expensive RV parks. Like right now, we are in a city, and in cities, you are facing expensive RV parks. We much prefer wild camping, but right now, this is not an option. The campground right now we are staying at charges a fortune for the showers. The showers are token operated. Each token costs $4. Each token lasts 5 minutes in the shower. So if you were gonna have like a 10-minute shower, it's gonna go down to $8. But if you are the type of person who likes longer showers like us, it's a fortune. RV life is not always glamorous. It comes with its ups and downs, and we knew that. Like, you can probably see that I have dark rings under my eyes if the camera is showing, because for days and days we've been driving and driving and driving and hardly resting. So let's see what happens after here.
This is what you call van life fun.
Yeah, because when you try to do it on the cheap and you don't buy,
whoa, whoa.
When you don't buy or make mosquito screen, this is what happens.
But these are tiny little things. Oh, careful, don't squish them all over the...
Although our van is not fully built, we have a very comfortable little home. We have a wonderful bed, our own composting toilet, and we have a kitchen in the back. If we see the need to stop and rest when driving, we do that. We find a comfortable spot and we rest. Even with an unfinished van, we still have a lot to explore. And if you don't want to miss out on our next videos, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you guys know when we put out new episodes. Don't forget the bell button so YouTube can send you notifications. And we see you guys in the next one. Keep well, God bless, and bye-bye!